Hi friends, welcome to today's class. Let's go ahead and get started in easy seated pose, Sukhasana, with that right leg in front or on top. Sitting up nice and tall, maybe rolling those shoulders up, back and down a few times, just to settle into our practice today. We'll close our eyes, give ourselves a little privacy on the mat. Lengthen out through the spine. And very gently start to lean back, just so we feel the weight of those shoulders stacked directly over top of the hips. Keeping the heart nice and open. Beginning to inhale and exhale through the nose. And with our first couple of breaths, let's see if we can inhale to a count of 6 and exhale to a count of 6. Using that full count to reach the peak of the inhalation and the valley of the exhalation. And then maybe with our next breath, we inhale to a count of 7 and exhale to a count of 7. Just gradually trying to elongate the in and out of the breath. Feeling that air enter in through the nose, swirl around the back of the throat, expand in through the chest, and rest all the way in that expanded belly. Let's take one more inhale, this time to our own count of 8. And matching the exhalation to our own count of 8. Take an inhale here. And on the exhale, let's drop the left ear to the left shoulder. Roll that right shoulder back and down. Take another deep breath into the chest here. And then on the exhale, slowly start to round that chin towards the chest. And then gradually drawing the right ear to the right shoulder. Left shoulder rolls back and down. Big breath into the left side of the neck. And then exhale, slowly round the chin towards the chest again. Left ear to left shoulder. And then we'll bring the head back up to a nice neutral spine. Hands come to heart center. Inhale, reach those fingertips up. On the exhale, let's make a 90-degree angle with those elbows. Slowly start to pull them down and back. Remember to keep the shoulders down. Open in through the chest. And as those elbows and hands start to lower, we start to drop the chin down. Release the fingertips to the earth right next to those hips. Hand to heart center again. Inhale, reach up. We'll do that one more time. Exhale, draw the elbows down. Open the heart. Pull the scapula together. Release that chin towards the chest. Fingertips rest on the mat. Hands to heart center. Inhale, reach up. This time on the exhale, we're going to twist to the right. That left hand is on top of the right knee. Right hand is behind us. Big twist in that thoracic spine. Big inhale. Exhale, let's come back to center. We're going to take the right fingertips, slowly start to creep them out to the side. Maybe the palm is on the mat, maybe that forearm. Maybe we extend the left arm overhead, trying to keep the left hip on the mat. Roll that left shoulder back. Inhale. And then on the exhale, drop the fingertips down. Make a big half circle. Try to keep that heart nice and low, opening in through the lower back. And then we'll extend the right fingers over the ear. Big breath in. And then exhale. The right arm is going to pull us all the way back up to center. Hands to heart center. Inhale, reach up. Palms separate. On the exhale, let's fold forward. Round in through the spine, release through the crown of the head. Slowly start to roll up. Tuck that tailbone under. Stack one vertebrae on top of the other. Hands come on top of the knees. Inhale, open the heart, lift the chin, and then exhale, round everything through. Inhale, open up. Exhale, close. Come back to that neutral spine. Let's switch our legs. Left leg is in front or on top. Again, sitting up tall, we're going to do that elbow chest opener real quick. Hands to heart center. Inhale, reach up and lengthen. Exhale, start to pull those elbows out to the side and down. Slowly releasing the chest, the chin to the chest. Fingertips drop. Hands to heart center. Inhale, reach up and lengthen. Exhale, pull those elbows in. Lower down. Release the chin, release the fingertips. Hand to heart center, inhale, reach up. This time on the exhale, we twist to the left. Left hand is behind us, right hand on top of the knee. Always inhaling and lengthening through the crown of the head. Exhaling, maybe trying to twist a little bit deeper. Inhale here, and exhale, come to center. Left fingertips start to creep to the side. Extend that right arm overhead if it feels comfortable. Breathe deep into the right side of the body. And then exhale, drop the fingers down. Make that big half circle. Extend through the spine. Keep the heart low. And then we'll reach the left arm over the ear. Roll that shoulder back. And then that left arm brings us back up to center. Hands to heart center. Inhale, reach up, palms separate. Exhale, slowly drop that heart forward. Round over the thighs, round over the calves. Slowly roll up. Hands on the knees. Inhale, open the heart. And exhale, curl. Inhale, open again. Exhale, curl. Beautiful. Let's take our hands behind our back. Feet are on the earth, knees to the sky. Open those feet about hip width apart, maybe a little bit wider. And then just start to windshield wiper those knees side to side. So we don't have to drop the knees all the way down to the mat. Maybe we only release them a few inches to the left and the right. It just depends on how open your lower back is, how open your hips are, a lot of variables. And then once we find those knees falling to the left, release them all the way down. Inhale, right fingertips reach up, and then exhale, we'll draw those fingers behind us. Another big twist in the spine. Inhale, lift those fingers up to the sky, and then exhale, we'll come back to center. Windshield wiper those knees side to side again. And then the next time we find those knees falling to the right, we'll release them all the way down. Inhale, left fingertips reach up. Exhale, get our twist. Drop the fingers down behind us. Inhale, left fingers reach up. And exhale, we come back to center. We'll cross the legs and then roll onto all fours, stacking the shoulders over the wrists, hips over the knees. Spread the fingers nice and wide. We're going to extend that right leg out behind us. Dial the toes down so they face the mat. And all that does is help to level the hips out. Extend that left arm out so it's our spinal balance, making sure we're pulling the left shoulder back away from the ear and pushing into that right palm. Inhale, and then exhale. Let's draw the knee and the elbow towards one another. Curl into the spine. Inhale, open up. Exhale, curl under. Inhale, reach out one last time. Exhale, tuck everything under. Inhale, lengthen here. If we'd like, we could swim the hand back for the ankle and then maybe push the foot back, rolling that heart open. Inhale here. Exhale, release. Re-extend the hand and the leg. Drop that right knee back down. Make a fist with the left hand, and then bring that fist right to the back of the pelvis. Not the lower back, the top of the pelvis. Inhale, the right fingertips bring us up. Exhale, swim that hand back to meet the left. Pull the elbows back, tuck the toes. So our spine isn't super warm here. We want to make sure we're not going into too deep of a back bend. Just a little tiny one. Inhale, tip back just slightly. Come back up, and then on the exhale, untuck the toes, hinge the hips back into our extended child's pose. Fingertips reach to the top of the mat. Drop that head down. As always, my head will remain up just so you can hear my voice. Let those shoulders round over the knees. Inhale, we'll lift up, stack the shoulders over the wrists, tuck the toes, exhale, find our down dog. Pedal the feet out, start opening up through the backs of the legs and into those glutes. Keep that upper back nice and open. And then extend both heels down towards the mat. Try to press that heart as close as we can get it to the thighs. Remembering that we can always have a bend in the knees if that allows us to draw the tailbone up to the sky a little bit more. Inhale, let's shift forward to plank. Drop the knees. On our exhale, we're going to slowly start to lower elbows, move against the ribs, and then release all the way down to the mat. Inhale, lift up to our baby cobra. Hands come up off of the mat using the strength of that back. Press the tops of the feet into the mat. Take another inhale here, and exhale. Hands come under the shoulders, pull those elbows in, push up and hinge back. Extended child's pose. Let's lift up to all fours. Again, always stacking those joints and spreading the fingers nice and wide. Left leg extends, final balance on the opposite side. Dial those toes down and then extend the right arm out. Push through the sole of that left foot and reach through the fingertips. Inhale here. On the exhale, curl the belly button up towards the spine. Draw the knee to the elbow. Inhale, lengthen out. Exhale, tuck everything in. Inhale, reach out last time. And exhale, curl under. Inhale, reach out. Again, if we'd like to, we can swim the hand back for the ankle or the foot. And then open up. Push that foot into the hand. Release. Extend the arm and the leg. Drop that left knee down. Make a fist with the right hand. And then bring it to the pelvis. Inhale, left fingertips reach up. Exhale, bring it to the pelvis as well. Elbows pull in just to open that heart. Tuck the toes for stability. And then get our little tiny back bend. And come back up. Untuck the toes. Exhale, hinge the hips back. And extend the hands to the top of the mat. If we'd like, we could take the hands and interlace them behind the back, completely optional. Rotate those fists up to the sky. Release the hands and re-extend them to the top of the mat. Inhale, we'll lift up, tuck the toes, exhale, down dog. Pedal our feet out again. Right leg lifts up to the sky. Rotate the right hip on top of the left and push energy out through the sole of the foot. Inhale here. And then we're just going to bend into the knee and then make big circles with the knee, moving in one direction first. And then switch directions. Beautiful. Extend that leg. And then drop it back down to the mat. Pedal the feet out. Inhale, shift forward to plank. Make sure those shoulders are stacked over the wrists. Push back through the heels. And then exhale to our down dog again. Left leg lifts to the sky. Stack the hip on top of the right. Push through the sole of the foot. Then bend into the knee. Make big circles in one direction. And then switch. Re-extend the leg. Drop the foot down. Inhale to plank. Exhale, down dog. Inhale to plank. Drop the knees, hinge back. Extended. Maybe we draw the hands back to the heels. Balasana, true child's pose. Re-extend the hands to the top of the mat. Inhale, lift up, tuck the toes, exhale, down dog. We'll look to the top of the mat and then work our way into forward fold, walking the feet or jumping if we're comfortable doing that. Feet are hip width apart. Let the crown of the head rotate down towards the earth. Ever so slightly, we'll shift the weight towards the balls of the feet. So we're not lifting the heels. If I were looking at you right now, I wouldn't even notice that you made the adjustment. All that does is let that upper back become a little bit heavier. Keep breathing here. Remember, we can have a bend in our knees. We're looking for contact with the fingertips and the earth. Take our hands, place them on the shin. Inhale, peel up to our flat back. Roll the shoulders away from the ears. And exhale, slowly release down. So imagine that we have a balloon inside of our chest, okay? It's deflated right now. When we inhale, that balloon slowly starts to inflate, lifting us up to our flat back. And then exhale, it slowly deflates, releasing us back down. 2 more times. Inhale, peel up, nice long spine. And exhale, release and round down. 1 more time. Inhale. And exhale. We'll walk the feet in together. Legs are touching, feet are touching. Bend those knees and then inhale, scoop up to chair, hands to heart center. So sit the hips back. The weight is now in the heels of the feet, okay? So if we wanted to, we could lift those toes up, but we'll keep them on the earth. Just a little checkpoint. Inhale, lengthen through that spine. On the exhale, let's twist the right elbow towards the left knee. So take a look here at those knees. That right knee is going to want to shift forward. Try to draw it back. And if we're having trouble doing so, maybe that just means we don't take as deep of a twist here. Keep those hips low. And then we'll come back to center. Inhale, lengthen that spine again. And then exhale, opposite direction, left elbow to right knee. Again, check out the knees. Pull that left knee back. Come back to center. Inhale, exhale, drop the hands down, lengthen the legs. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, round down. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Sweep those fingers up to the sky. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Press the thumbs into the chest. Root down through the soles of the feet. Roll the shoulders back and down. Inhale, reach the fingers up. And then on the exhale, let's sweep them behind the back. Interlace those fingers, lengthen the arms. Open the heart. Deep breath in. And then exhale, release. Hands back to heart center. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, round down. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, step that left leg as far back as we can get it, and then drop the knee. Come to the top of the left foot. So the farther back we have that left knee, the bigger the stretch will feel in the left hip. Just make sure that we have the right knee either stacked directly over top of the ankle or a little behind it, never over it, okay? Fingertips can remain on the earth. Maybe we bring the hands on top of the thigh. Open that heart again, roll the shoulders back, sit up nice and tall. Let those hips sink down. Let the weight of your own body provide the stretch here. Continue breathing. And then we're going to release the hands back to the mat. Tuck that left toe, lengthen the leg, and then anchor the foot for warrior two. So right now, those left toes are facing the side of the mat. The right toes are facing the front of the mat. The feet are perpendicular to one another. Swing those arms up and open into warrior two. Surf your yoga mat. Gaze can be over that right middle finger. Left hand comes to the base of the spine, right fingertips sweep up and over. Reverse warrior. Keep that right knee open and keep sinking into that leg. Open the arms back out to warrior two. Lengthen the right leg. Inhale, shift the fingertips forward. So remember, it's like we're walking our arms across a tabletop. Once we've reached the edge of that table and the hips are kicking back, we exhale, slowly start to round those fingers down to a block, to the earth, to our calf, to our knee, whatever allows us to keep a straight spine so we're not dumping into the back. Opening the heart, rolling that left shoulder back. Bend into that knee, bring the arms up. Warrior two again, just for a moment. Hands come onto the hips, lengthen the right leg. And then we're going to rotate, the toes point out, heels point in. We might need to bring those feet in a little bit more for some stability here. Inhale, fingertips reach up to the sky. Exhale, sink the hips down into our squat. Pull the elbows in. Forefinger to thumb if we'd like, opening the palms to the sky. Inhale, reach up again. Exhale, sink down. One more time, inhale, lengthen. And exhale, sink down. Lengthen the legs, hands come onto the hips. Left toes point towards the back of the mat. So remember, right here, I'm not mirroring you. I'm doing exactly the same movements as you are. So left toes are going to move towards the back of the mat. Your back is probably over here. Right toes are going to point to the side of the mat, moving into warrior two on the opposite side. Sink in here. So we might have to adjust our footing, might need to widen those feet. Take your time. Lengthen that left leg. Inhale, shift the fingertips forward, kick the hips back, and then round down to triangle on the exhale. Again, keeping a long spine. Trying to rotate that right shoulder on top of the left. Bend that left knee, and then open back up. Warrior two. Right hand at the base of the spine, left hand sweeps up and over. Reverse warrior. Keep sinking into that left knee and open it out towards the itty bitty toes. Warrior two. Arms open. Heart and pelvis try to face the side of the mat while that knee opens up to the side. We'll spiral those hands down to either side of the left foot. Pivot on the ball of the back foot and drop that right knee. Come to the top of the right foot. Hands can remain on the earth. Maybe the hands come on top of the thigh. Again, using that body weight to get the stretch. Drop those hands back down and then cowboy that left knee back to meet the right. So right now we're backwards on our mat. Hinge the hips back into extended child's pose. Round the forehead towards the earth. Let's bring our hands back to our heels for our Balasana. Re-extend those hands, and then we're going to lift ourselves up to all fours. Let's take a seat, easy seated pose. Sit up nice and tall. Roll the shoulders up, back, and down a few times. And we'll get our stretches now. Let's extend the left leg out to the corner of the mat. Draw the sole of the right foot into the inner thigh. Sit up nice and tight, or nice and tall, So remember, lots of ligaments and tendons that run into the glutes might get caught on those sits bones. You'll feel something pop and move. It's totally normal as long as it doesn't hurt. Point the toes to the sky, sit up tall, inhale here. On the exhale, start to draw the left hand towards the foot. Extend the right arm overhead. Keep the chest open. Rotate that right shoulder back. And then we'll lift ourselves back up. Extend those legs long in front of us. Again, toes point to the sky. Try to draw the backs of the knees down towards the mat. And the way we do that is engaging the quads. Pull the kneecaps up towards the hip bones. Inhale, reach up. And then exhale, fall forward. Draw the heart towards the knees. As always, it's not about how far we can get the arms. It's about how low we can get the chest, keeping that spine nice and long. We'll sit up tall again. Right leg opens up out to the corner, so the left foot comes into the inner thighs. Sit up tall. Make sure those toes point towards the ceiling. Inhale here, exhale. Trace the inside of the leg with that arm, and then the left arm extends overhead. Maybe. Doesn't have to. That hand can remain on the hip as long as we're keeping the shoulders open. Should feel a nice stretch on the left side of the body. And then come back up to center. Re-extend those legs in front of us. Sit up tall. Inhale, reach up. Last time, exhale, fold forward. Making sure that when we're in this pose, we're not relocating tension anywhere. So we're not scrunching up the face. We're not hunching the shoulders up towards the ears. It's a sign that our ego is taking over when we start doing that we're going into a position a little deeper than our body is asking us to. And the practice is all about learning how to listen to the body and quiet that ego. Let's sit up tall again. So we're going to go toe to toe, heel to heel. Baddha Konasana. Let the feet open up like the pages of a book. Let those knees fall down. As always, if this is uncomfortable on the knees, you can place blocks or pillows underneath of those knees to get a little support. Sit up tall here, roll the shoulders back, inhale, and then on the exhale, keeping the spine long, start drawing the heart towards the feet. Keep a long spine. Gaze is down towards the mat. Shoulders pull back away from the ears. And then we'll lift back up. Easy seated pose once more. Right palm presses into the mat right next to our hip. Inhale, left fingertips reach up, and then just guide that right ear away from the shoulder. Roll that shoulder back. Try to open the bend of the right elbow towards the front of the mat. And then release the left hand. Right fingertip reaches up and guides the left ear away from the shoulder. Again, rotate that left shoulder back. Open the bend of the elbow towards the front. And release that hand. Take both hands, interlace them behind the back. Inhale, roll the heart open. If we'd like, on the exhale, we can drop the chest down and reach the fist to the sky. Let those fists pull us all the way back up. Inhale, lift the chin to the sky again. And then release those hands. Take the hands, interlace them behind the head. Shoulders pull away from the ears. Elbows draw in together. And then exhale, release the chin to the chest. So we don't have to tug or yank on the head. Just using the weight of the hands to gently guide that head down. Remembering we can always rock the head side to side a little bit to find our stretch. And then we'll come back up. Release the hands to the knees, close the eyes, roll the shoulders up, back, and down a few times. So settle in just the way that we did at the beginning of practice. Take this time to move through a body scan, noticing any differences. So maybe we feel a little looser in some spots. Maybe we feel a little sore. That's okay, without any judgment of how we feel. Just kind of assessing where we are. And we do this each time we practice to see where we are, see if we've come a little further. Maybe we took a step back, and it's okay if we take a step back. There's no end goal. There's no winning, right? There's no winning at yoga. It's a practice. It's just something that we do every single day. We try to find peace within ourselves, within our pose, within our practice. We'll bring the hands to heart center. Take a nice deep inhale through the nose. Reach the fingers and the chin up to the sky. Exhale, hands come back down to heart center. I thank you so much for sharing a little bit of your day with me. The divine light in me sees and honors the divine light in you. Namaste.